setting new standards in podcast excellence. You have joined the WBT, fully focused on business and taxes. Here is your host, Michael Lodge.
Hello and welcome to the WBT. This is Michael Lodge. I'm glad you've joined me on this beautiful day. So what is our conversation going to be about? Well, this is geared really to the employer. Yesterday, I did a career thing on resumes. Today, we're talking about finding good talent. I'll be right back.
This is brought to you by Lodge & Co., a business and tax advisory firm where your success is our goal. Call us today toll-free at 888-681-1518 or visit us at www.lodge-co.com and learn more about what we can do for you. Lodge & Co., your source for sound business and tax services.
I wish you could see my office. My studio here in South Carolina is a complete mess. I'm in the process of selling this house. So I'm trying to clean out room by room. And the master bedroom, the guest bedroom, completely empty, all cleaned, beautiful. Now I'm to my office. If you look at my office, it is a complete pigsty. There are pillows, there are briefcases, there's televisions, there's blankets piled up, there's everything, because I've moved them from the other bedrooms into here. And plus I'm selling off all of the furniture that's in here because I really don't need it anymore. I moved it into this house 2 years ago to stage the house so when I do sell it, I could sell it. And I don't need it for my new place because I have furniture down there, but in Palm Beach. But here, I've been slowly selling off everything. And I've learned a lot on the selling process that you're doing on Facebook Book Marketplace and other places. I tell you, finally, you put these things online. So I put a rocking chair online. I will get hundreds of people with the same thing, same question. Is this still available? Was on the line for 5 minutes and people are asking if it's still available. And then people, well, I want it. I want to buy this. But there's 10 other people also that want to buy it. So I finally went to the standard first come, first serve. So whoever made it here the first time before everybody got the thing. I didn't know there was so much business and selling off home furniture in a house. I did not know that. But that's not our conversation today. I kind of digress there. So as an employer, I have hired a lot of people. I mean, tons and tons of people over the last few years. Well, since 1984 until now. I'm still interviewing people and reading resumes, reviewing resumes for people. And it all comes down to finding the right talent that fits within your organization. And the number one issue is finding that individual who brings value to your company. Not whether or not if he has a good degree, not whether or not he dresses nicely or presents himself. It's what value has he done in the past that will bring that value into your company. That is the number one goal. But good talent is all around us. And that's what we always, as employers, will always have to look. We must be on the lookout for talent. Talent is all around us. I mean, you'd be surprised at the person that's sitting next to you has the exact talent that you may need. So you just need to keep your eyes peeled and your ears open, both inside and beyond your company walls. You will find a lot of tools at your disposal. Events, social gatherings, and conferences are really great places to source talent and to talk to people. And the most important thing is that talking to people. You would be surprised when you start talking to individuals at a conference or at a social gathering, you find out, hey, you know what? I'm looking for that person. And you can also ask your colleagues and your friends and your peers for recommendations. So look beyond the resume and remember that top talent is much more than high IQ or the school that they went to. You should look for candidates who have empathy and emotional intelligence, or EQ, which is one of the most powerful predictors of career success. But again, it has to do, look at their experience and look at the value that they've provided other companies and what value that they're going to come and bring to you. Value is so important when you're building a team or you're building a company. And then adapt very quickly and move with the interview scheme of where this person, how he's or she is answering the questions. That is one of the things that you have to do. You have to adopt effective interview practices. You just have to do that. Even if you have to practice on someone, adopt effective interview practices. We all have a natural temptation to rely on our gut, especially when we're stressed and trying to skipping some steps to make it go faster in the selection process. But unfortunately, this leads to a biased decisions most of the time. When vetting candidates, it's important to embrace effective interview practices and psychological profiles. You can start by finding a validated and consistent method of screening your talent. Try to assess both role fit and culture fit. You don't have to do it on your own. You can ask your HR department or your partner that you have outside that's helping you find these candidates to share an example of a mutually agreed upon top performer. Take notes and make sure you understand desired competencies and the value that they're going to add to your company. Value added employees. That's what you need. And then the other thing within your company, you really need to know how to develop leaders. Sometimes it means bringing in a business coach to help build up those people that you have spotted that could be potentially good leaders. Bring in a coach them along. And if you're a good coach yourself, you coach them. You know, your team members look at you. They look at you. One of your greatest powers is the potential to develop highly capable leaders who cultivate and motivate leaders themselves. This triggers a really big domino effect. Your team members benefit, their team members benefit, and all their collective team members benefit. It's a powerful virtuous cycle. You can start developing leaders today by showing a genuine interest in your direct reports' top performers. And that means that you have to coach them. You have to show interest. If they have an issue or a problem in one area, coach them. You've been there before. You've gone through it before. They're looking for you for that leadership. If you feel that you can't coach, bring in a business coach. I go into companies all the time where individuals need help. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. That's what good leaders do. They ask for help. And then you need to motivate and mobilize. You know, we as leaders, we have a lot of power. Your team members in your company are counting on you to be an iron shield for them. Chances are high that some of your employees have lost motivation in their work. It happens. People lose motivation. Which one of the most common reactions to stress? If they're stressed, they lose motivation unless you empower them, unless you coach them, unless you make their work environment better. The best leaders know instinctively how to engage and motivate their teams and remove barriers to motivation. It's important to make sure that your team members have the resources they need to do their best work. Try to reward and compliment them for a job well done. Help them develop new skills and challenge them by creating purposeful work. Lead by example and model desired behavior. High levels of stress can deliver bad output. It diverts your attention from motivating and mobilizing your people. Motivation is self-perpetuating and builds on itself, allowing for greater outcomes. To make sure you take the time to address your stress levels before you mobilize. But I stress this more than anything, that you have to be a good coach, or you call in a good coach that can work with these individuals and get them onto the right path. Some people are at that point in their life where they say, I don't know if I want to do this anymore, because something has happened along the way to unmotivate them. And that's when a good business coach is called in. Or you as a leader, identify the issue and work on the issue. So when we're out there and we're looking at these resumes, I'm going to stress this again and again and again. What resume or what individual, when you interview them, you feel that they're going to add value to your team, value to your company. Value. It's a great word, isn't it? I love that word. A lot of people think that, we're building a lot of cash. Yes, cash is king. But listen, you know what? It's value in what you're building that will last forever and ever, and that company will stay going. Some companies are fly-by-nights because that's all that they focus on is cash. But if you focus on the individual and you focus on the team and you're coaching your team to be better, the company becomes better and it becomes stronger. That's the way business works. If you have any questions, send me a text to 818-252-5682. A question or a comment, send it to me. I love to hear from everybody. 818-252-5682. Just text it to me at your lunch hour, whatever you want, and I'll be more than happy to respond to you. Everybody go out and have a great day. Remember, add value. Talk with you soon.
Thank you for listening to the WBT with Michael Lodge. Join us again tomorrow as we explore more about business and taxes. Follow us on iHeartRadio and go to our podcast website at www.wbtpod.com and listen to all of our podcasts and read our blogs.
This podcast is produced by Michael Lodge, fully focused on content.